Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Today, a streamer, and a simple man. His name is Pebble. Today, Pebble is playing a game where he inherits, or is about to inherit, a house. The house is strange. It's a weird house. And he needs to find a way. Actually, what it turns out he's doing is somehow building a castle. It's a very strange game. And I'm finally learning how to play it. The game, ladies and gentlemen, is Blueprints. The streamer is Pebble. And like I said, we've just started to understand what the game is. I played the game a couple days ago. And honestly, I kind of felt a little lost. If I'm being honest, there's two things. A good intro, thank you. The intro, thanks for the intro. So one thing about the playing the game a couple days ago is I felt tired. I was beat up. Now, I may not look like I'm in great shape now, but I am in okay shape. I just had a hell of a rest today. I'm waking up from it, but I'm way more awake and alert than I was on my first day back on Monday when I came back from work. So I think that was a reason I was sort of like, I don't know, I just was a little bit out of it, and I just didn't feel like I understood the game. And when I'm learning something too, guys, which is like, when I stream games, I learn how to stream games. And when I'm just streaming a new game, never mind the fact that I was coming back from work, I was kind of like a little bit tired and stuff. But the one thing I learned is like, maybe it might help to play a game off stream for a little bit. Because sometimes the first stream of a new game looks kind of like weird. It looks like too hard. You know, and we really had no clue what this game was. I mean, and that's cool, but I actually, coming off that first stream, here's what I'm trying to say. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to even understand what the hell that game was. I didn't. I came off of the first stream of this game kind of not really getting what this game was. It wasn't until I went back for the next day or so and just played off stream, and I have way more of a concept of what this game is. I understand it more. I probably can't really explain it that well, because it really is kind of, you're basically, what you were doing is, here, it's all really in this note. And since we're finally like understanding this game and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and like sort of restart and reset this game for people. So basically, it says here, Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could be further from my mind when I choose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Tools and items found in the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. That's weird. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert St. Sinclair. So, I'm a Sinclair, and I'm here to basically figure out, here's the beginning of it. It's called the entrance hall, and the antechamber is what we're trying to get to, and it's, well, let's play. I understand it way more than I did before, and now that I kind of get like what you're supposed to really use this a lot more, the blueprint, which I wasn't using the blueprint. So as you can see now, I'm using it. We could either go storeroom would give us a key, but it would end our, this would probably be a better way to go here. The den. So from what I understand, excuse me, we want to make our way all the way up to the antechamber. That's important. Hold on, let me see something here. So where's my face? Is that a good place for my face? Hold on, let me see. See something here. Let me move this. There you go. Excuse me, sorry. Gross. He's coughing and why is he doing that? Okay. It's actually an interesting place to put our face, so that's what we're gonna put it today. And now, guys and girls, this is one of them days where we just wake up and decide, oh, I gotta stream this game. Because I was streaming it all night last night, and I finally like figured out a lot of stuff throughout the throughout the play. And I think we're gonna try, unless they lock us out, we're just gonna keep going. Because we have extra steps that we picked up yesterday. And yeah, we're just trying to pick up, there's a key, so we'll go through the nook. Trying to get as much stuff as I can here. That's interesting. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. All right. And you know what so I realized one thing, right? So this game talks about this sometimes in these little notes that they leave us, which I guess is supposed to be from our is that grandfather or whatever it is, the guy who's we're trying to inherit this from. And it says a lot in the game. Use a notebook. It says it a lot. Notebook. There is no notebook in this game. So what I will have to do is use this. I was going to try to find a way to do it on the computer, but I don't know that that's going to work. But we could potentially try that. I just don't think it works. I think it's probably best if I write it down, which, so anyway. All right. The west wing wall. The corridor's always locked. The west wing wall's nice because it leads to both. I mean, now we're like we have a nice little, like, what's the word for it? Everything's kind of, every door is able to be used. Really good. Kind of what we want to do here. In which case we can go back and forth. Let's see something. Like the chapel, that's perfect actually. Even though we lose $1. And I don't even have $1. So I don't know how that works. I don't have a, I'm supposed to lose $1. Yeah, this we can do. Let's see. Let's do pantry. Even though the parlor would be good because it would have keys in it. But we kind of, I feel like let's go with go for the golds. We got a couple extra days there. And then we come out here. And now we get a chance to go this way. And so what the strategy is here, from what I understand, is that right. There we go. You want the you want to go to the foundation, I think. Isn't that right? Although the storeroom would really help us right now. I'm thinking storeroom, except if we go to the storeroom, we can't go into the foundation room. So let's do bedroom. And we gain a couple steps too, which is nice. And then this was this other weird room, the foundational room. Oh, we still can use this. Okay, I'm glad we did this actually. Yeah. So the bedroom, okay. All right, yep, let's go for it. Oh, the guest bedroom is nice. The guest bedroom is nice. It just limits us from where we could go. If we want to continue to travel through, we'd have to go all the way to the West Wing Hall to be able to get to the next level. So what's happening here is, hold on a second. We do have a gem. We could use the courtyard. We could go to the parlor. I'm thinking parlor. But if we do courtyard would be good too. Let's do courtyard because that would give us that extra room downstairs. So let's go courtyard. We have a gem. The courtyard usually has like a shovel or... What has a box here? Okay, we're going to use this key then. For another key... And that's the reason I was told. So when I went to YouTube and basically this is what I saw. And the guy said, all these spaces here, these squares, sorry. All these squares here are levels. Each level, the bottom levels are going to be easier to get through. The top ones, you're going to need more keys. You're going to need gems and keys to get through to these next doors up here. So that is the reason why we are using all these possible... Because I've seen on videos some guys they're able to somehow get all the way up here by just kind of going through there. And that's good on them. I don't know how they did it. And just like when I play other games that are hard or challenging... I'm not sure where I place this game yet. I'd say it's challenging. just like I play other games that are hard, I always tell people, you watch me, you're watching a different, like, you have to understand you're watching streamers of different levels, and I will tell you, I'm still a low level. I'm learning. I'm a guy you should watch this, me, right now. Because if you're learning the game, then you're going to learn it just like I'm learning. I'm learning it as well. Alright. Magnifying glass inspect documents of the estate more closely. Okay. I drafted this room 3 times, so I'm drafting these rooms. I guess what they're calling it, drafting the rooms. Alright, we're gonna go down this time. Let me just look around a little bit more. See how there's this thing here where there's like dirt? I'd love to have a shovel and dig that up, but there's no shovel out here. Is there a shovel in here? Oh, there might be something here, huh? Well, let me see, there's something here. Let's look down around. Yeah, there's dirt there. Okay. We don't want to go to the bedroom. Don't want that. No. Okay. No. Alright, we're going down this way. Yep, too bad, no shovel out there. I would have loved to. I still would love to use a shovel. I've never used shovels. Keys for sale. We don't have, but I don't know if I want to use my gem for that room, although it would be a good room to use. Let's see, where do we go from here? We could actually use the guest bedroom, since really this is a place where we wouldn't be able to go back into this room, though. If we wanted to, do we need, here's a question I'm asking. Do we need to go back to the entrance hall in order to continue onto this 3rd level? It's a great question, because if we went to the locksmith to get a key, or if we went to the guest bedroom, we're kind of limiting ourselves. Like, once we leave that room, there's only one place to go, and that's back to the courtyard. I'm not sure I'm against that, except getting back to the entrance hall would be tough. I don't know how much I need access to the entry hall, but it looks like it would be nice to be able to go not just through the west hall, but also the right hall as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do parlor for this one. And this way, in case I need to go back, I can. And then there's this little game thing. And the game, just to refresh everybody, is there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements, and then one that only displays false statements, and only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay, so now that you know that only one box has a prize, the other 2 are empty. It says, this is the black box. That's the lie box. This is the black box. The black box is not empty. Well, this isn't the black box, because it's not black. So this has to be the liar one. Oh, wow, wait, what were the rules again? There will always be one box which displays only true statements, and one box that displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. This is the black box. This is the black box. So maybe that's the true one. Or maybe this is... I mean, what's to say? Oh, no. Obviously, this is black. The black box is not empty. Oh my god. One lies. No, I'm going back and forth because I think I can. I think we can do this. One displays only true statements. One will always be. At least one box displays only false statements. The other one, only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. This is the black box. This is the black box. So one has to be true, and one has to be a lie. But we don't know which one. This says the black box is not empty. I think that's probably the true statement. So now it's finding out which one of these is the black box. This is the black box. This is the black box. One of those has to be lying. One of those could be telling the truth, though. Yeah, but this is a black box. So let's say that one has to be truthful, one has to lie, and one has the gems. This could be the black box that has the gems. But what's it? How do you know this isn't the black box? I know they're both not the black box. So they both lie? They both can't lie. One has to be truthful. What if this is the truthful box? The black box is not empty. I don't know. I somehow... I'm going to be honest with you. That was just luck. I don't know. I really didn't know. But that's really good. We needed those gems, actually. And so now, back to the game here. Here we go. There we go. We'll go to the kitchen so that we can keep moving. Or yeah, probably the kitchen would be. We need a gem for it. Do we want to waste our money on gems? I say no. I say no. Oh, shit. Just do it. I'm picking this room so we can keep moving forward on this third grid here. Because if I didn't, then we would have had to go all the way back, all the way. I didn't want to do that, so here we go. Yes. Sorry my voice sounds so tired. I apologize. It's waking up. The voice is waking up here. What time is this? 8 o'clock at night? I could drink a I could drink a coffee. Actually, Coca-Cola should do it. Coca-Cola is pretty good at waking people up. Banana. Ooh, that's a nice one. All right. Corridor. You know what I really like about this game too? It's really quiet. I love that. I noticed that a lot of people like noise when they stream. I don't. I like it quiet. Or like play music in the background or whatever. I get that, but this is great. So this is good in case... This is good just in case, for whatever reason, we're having trouble getting to that fourth level. So we're going to pick the hallway. The hallways, it doesn't have anything in it, it looks like, except it has doors. It has doors. We're gonna keep going this way. Okay, so this is gonna kind of end our little run here on the third level, unless we can somehow get back to the third level, which we could by going all the way. Here's what could help us. Let's see. Can we go back into the chapel? We cannot. We cannot go into the chapel? That would be kind of cool if we could, but it looks like we can't. This would be interesting, I guess, because there's no door there. But there is a door here. I wonder if somehow they would let you through. This is going to be one of them things I do. Since none of these rooms let us keep going left, let's pick the billiard room and do a little test here. Let's test this out and see if there is a way that we can... Oh, there's not. Okay, got it. Well, let's play a little game then. Would you like to play a game? Alright, let's... So 17. So 2 times 10. Because pink is times, is what we figured out. So, speaking of book, right? So here's my book. So, the colors are blue, yellow, pink, and orange. I think orange is the color. And blue is plus. Yellow is minus. Pink is, I think it's multiple. We're about to find out. If pink is multiple, it's going to be 20. Okay, so now we go 10 minus 2, which is 8, divided by 4 is 2. Then you go, and I've learned this. This is the order that they want us to go in. I think is oh, and it's purple. It's not orange. Let's see. So blue is plus, yellow is minus, pink is times, and purple is divided by. It's a mathematical target. So we'll start off by going 6 minus 3 is obviously 3. And then 3 times 5 is 15. And 15 divided by 15 is 0. So that doesn't make sense. Let's see. 15 divided by 15 is 0. That doesn't make any sense. 6 minus 3 is 3. You could say 3 divided by 15. Is the purple divided? Is that what we said? Purple divided. 3 divided by 15 be 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Doesn't make any sense either. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Or what about, yeah, is this just random? 6 times 5 is 30. 30 minus 15 is... 15 divided by 5. But it's got to start with the 6. I think so. It's always the blue first. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 divided by 15 is 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. So it doesn't work that way either. Interesting. Let's check out the, because this helped me last time when I was having trouble with this. Please explain the dartboard math puzzles on blueprints. And it does. It explains it pretty good. Here, let's go. Blue is addition. Orange is subtraction. Orange is subtraction. Pink is multiple. And purple is division. And that helps. Just knowing that helps. That pink and orange and what else? Purple just want to check something out here. We still have volume, right? Yeah, you guys can still hear me talk. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I can hear it. It's just like very, very vague. Okay, so yes. All right. So maybe we'll just keep this up then as we go. There's pink, there's orange, there's blue, there's orange, there's pink, orange, blue, and purple. Blue. Let's start this over here. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I do apologize. We don't want to take forever here. This is going to be blue. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. Blue, which is adding. And then you got orange, which is subtraction. And then you've got pink, which is did I just fuck it up by doing that? I hope not. Everybody still understands. Is multiple. And then you've got the purple, which is, of course, divided by. All right, so that we can go back to that anytime we need it. And let's go back to the game. Blue, orange, so blue is plus, so 6. I guess you could say 6 plus 3 is 18, but it's a minus there. So 6 minus 3 is... Or wait. Yeah, that's supposed to be orange. 6 minus 3 is 3. The pink is 3 times 5 is 15. And then the purple is divide. 15 divided by 15 is 0. So that doesn't, that's a weird, there is no 0 on here. All right. Two times 10 is 20. 10. And you could say, why don't you go 10 times 4? It just doesn't make sense to do that. Or divide it by 4. You can't. So you sort of figure out what can or cannot be done by really what. So it's 10, it is 10 minus 2, which is 8. And 8 divided by 4, which is 2. And then this is where we keep getting confused. Three minus 6 is 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 divided by 15 is 5, but 5 times 5 is 25. There's no 25 on here. Or 0, which, is there a 0 on here? I don't think so. Or there's a special rule. Hold on. This is what I was almost dreading yesterday, but I'm glad we ran into it. Which is when it looks like when it has multiple... It says work from the inside out in order to get the equation. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Right. So here they got one here. We start with 17 since it's marked first. Next we subtract 15, then we multiply by 2. Oh, wait. Am I doing the wrong subtraction? What did we say? Pink is multiplication, right? (17 minus 15). Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yellow is... or orange, okay. Subtraction, alright. So 4 lines, if there's 4 lines in the bullseye, which we have, you round to the nearest 10. So that's what I'm running into. It's like, wait, it doesn't make sense. Okay, now let's do it. If you have to round to the nearest 10, I can do that. So it would be 20 minus 15. So it would be 6 minus 3 is 3. And then 3 times... it would be... the pink is multiple, so 3 times 5 is 15. We'll round that up to 20. 20 divided by 15 is 5, I guess. No? Okay. I'll keep trying. Let's keep trying. 10... minus 2, minus, pink is multiple. 20. So it's minus 10 minus 8 divided by 4. We've been right all along. It's going to get more complicated, more complicated. The green square, let's see. Here, let's find another one. Let's try this. Blue, then you go blue, yellow, pink, and purple. That's just how you do it. So this one, let's do an example here. This one here you go, because it's kind of similar to the one we have. So here you go, you start at 0, you'd add, then subtract, then multiply, then divide. So you'd add 6 and 3. This is kind of, is this the one we have actually? Yeah, this is ours. Okay, cool. Oh, that's so lucky. Okay, so they're going to show us. So in the example, starting at 0, you add, then subtract, then multiply, then divide. 0 plus 6 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. Then 3 times 5 is 15. And then 15 divided by 15 equals 1. Is that right? 15 divided by itself is 1? So do I just not understand? Okay. And then there's another one where it's a bullseye. We'll get to that when we get to that. So ladies and gentlemen, the answer, of course, is one. And I know that took a while, but we're doing so good in this game right now at this point where I really needed to solve that. I like really. Alright, we could either, let's go back in the hallway. This is gonna be tricky. What I really want to do is go back to the west wing. Yeah. So we're gonna just kind of go through here. We don't want to do that yet. We want to go back to the way, all the way back, baby. And then we want to go. Where is it that we want to go back to the West Wing Hall, right? So we actually want to go back to the entrance hall. So what would be the quickest way to do that? Let's see. Back to the parlor. This way. Oh, we can't go through there. Wait, how come? Oh yeah, I know why. Alright, hold on. Okay, back to the bedroom. Which gives us a couple days, nice. Sometimes they leave things out that help you. Like they left me that face mask that left me like 5 days. That was really nice. Okay, so we go back into the hallway. And we go, okay, all the way left, all the way this way. And just check and make sure we didn't like miss anything or, okay. And now we just go straight through here. And now that's actually nice. The storeroom is nice, but it doesn't allow us to continue going up top. So I think the drawing room is going to be the way to go for us, which we do have a gem for that. It's just the drawing room. I feel like there should be something that we should be able to do in here because it's the drawing room. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial options. I've done that before. It is kind of cool. It's a redraw, but you need sort of a special tool for that. So we're going to go ahead and move on. 49 footprints here. There's the garage. We do have a gem for that. Let's take a look at the garage. Let's take a look at the gymnasium. The gymnasium makes sense. I hate losing steps, but it does make sense to take a gymnasium. Just to continue things on here. We're going to go this way. I don't think there's anything else in here that we would require here. Do anything for code. All right. We don't have any. Oh, we do have. We did have that. Okay, good. So this is nice. Oh, I wish. So you need 3 gems for that room. Okay. Lose half your steps in the weight room. That's brutal. All right, let's go to the dark room. So funny, dude. So funny, dark room. Oh, you're so funny. Turning the lights off. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. I guess that's if Bill Maher played this game. Oh, we have a key card thing. Oh, yeah. but we can't see. Well, this one requires a gem, so I'm going to do it. I feel like it's the way to go. Oh, wow, this is awesome. We're unlocking parts of the game we haven't unlocked before. Now, look, if you're watching this and you realize you can't hear anything, I can't either. The volume is on full. I don't know if it's a problem on my end or it's actually, but my volume on my computer is working, so I don't know if this is, we'll figure it out eventually, but I feel like we're definitely missing sound here. There should be some kind of sorry about that. It's a big revelation moment for my character. Blue memo is true. I guess I'll write this down on my own. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. Lies, I tell you. Okay, blue true. Wow. Wow. I mean it. Wow. That's so cool. All right, we're going to go up. It looks like we're going to go up this way. Wait, I'll go this way. Okay. It's locked and I don't have a key. That's tough. Go back to gymnasium. We could go back to gymnasium, go drawing room, billiard room, hallway. What would that do for us, though? We really need... We could go back to the gymnasium, then. Let's go back to the gymnasium. Need a key for that. We can't. Which way is gymnasium? This way? Wow, big deal. And we got to fix some of the volume, which is nice. Gosh. I gotta figure out what's going on with my computer, why it does that. It only does that with games, by the way. I don't have that problem with my computer. Let's see. So we're gonna go this way, if we can. If it lets us. Oh, thank God. Actually, thank God, because we don't have any gems. We've got nothing. So this is good. We can come in here, grab a little gold, grab a key, grab a gem. That was great. Okay. Really needed that. And now we can go back here. And we should be able to move forward. But it's going to get harder. It's going to get a lot tougher to move as we get up here. Yeah. Lose half of your... Oh, no. We've got to do it. We don't have any choice. And we had the card. We don't have a card anymore. Oh, we do have a card. Oh, we have a card. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. Laboratory observatory. So we could go that way. Where else could we go? There's other places to go as well. That you need a gem for. I don't have a gem. Spare room. Let's try the spare room. At least we can move forward in the spare room. And then for this weight room, we've got 3 different ones to go to. Let's see if this requires a lock or anything. No, it does kind of. Is there anything in here? There's 2 items in the closet. Let's go in the closet then. See if we can get something going in here. Oh, we could draft new floor plans with that one. And then it looks like we have a... Can we use this tool here? We have a tool. That was pretty cool. To help us find what? Metal? Is that what it said? We have a magnifying glass, a key card, and a metal detector. And if I could get to a storage room and put these things in the storage room so that the next time I play, we could somehow get to it. There is like a storage room. So the weight room was interesting, even though we lost... The reason we lost a bunch of our steps is because it really opened up massive rooms for us here. So we could either do observatory. I'm going to stick with... this. Oh, my metal detector detects metal. It's because the metal's coming from there, you guys. Oh, what about this? Broken lever. Broken lever, you guys. What the heck? Is there something we could do with the broken lever in here? What do you think of that? Why am I talking this way? I don't know. Very quiet, very nice, quiet way to talk. All right, broken lever. Could that possibly be anything up here? I don't know. Let's check it out. But it does feel good. This stream feels good because this is how I feel like there's no way that the first stream could have been like this at all. Because we were so new to this game, and I don't think any amount of studying would have helped. It's the really weird thing about streaming new games. Yeah, we'll go back to this. Really getting closer, like our day is almost over here, so we kind of got to move along here. It's locked and we don't have a key. What do we do now? We're getting to the end anyway. Let's do observatory, and then we just go through this door if it lets us. Oh, the guest bedroom would be good. It would sort of stop what we're doing, but it would be good though. Actually, none of these really helps us. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Bunk room. Guest bedroom. Let's go to the guest bedroom and pick up some steps here. So there, we just picked up a bunch of steps, which is good. And we picked up a key. And its metal detector is detecting metal of some kind. Or is that just the key that we picked up? It's probably the key that we just picked up. Yeah, it's got to be. It's the key. All right, fair enough. Gonna. Okay. All right. Where was that? Where was that door? That could take us to the spare. Okay. This one. This should work here. The boudoir would work. The breaker room would not take us anywhere further. Let's go to the boudoir. And at this point, we're kind of fucked. Like, I mean, we're doing great, but like this, we're getting to the point where we may not be able to move forward any longer. Just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying. Locked. We are officially fucked at this point. Well, we've done, I mean, we've made such amazing ground. And we don't have that much stuff. We basically, God, it's too bad it ends this way. Is there any other thing we could possibly do to stretch this a little bit further, to get a little bit more? It looks like no. I mean, all these rooms are, that's it, you know? It was good. It was a good run, though. That was a really good run. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, how could you be upset? Key card. You mean you got the broken lever, the metal? Maybe we could try to find out where the broken lever goes to. Let's go back to the security room. I'm trying to think. Broken lever, broken lever, broken lever. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna call it a day. Call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a very, very good day. And one of the reasons that was so good is that the game before that game, when I died, well, not died, what we just did here. It looks like you don't die in this game. I don't think. I don't know. But the game before this game, before we left for the day, we actually gained like 18 steps for the next day. And so that really allowed us to have like massive, that was massive. Day 14. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see where we are here. Yeah, I mean, I think we should give it another go. I'm going to do something. I'm going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Please just give me a second, and I will be right back. I actually have to do something real that involves my real life. It's very simple. I just have to get the laundry and put it in the dryer so that I could dry my laundry. So that's what I'm going to do. It will not take longer than 25 hours. I mean, minutes. I mean, seconds. Be right back. I gotcha. Thanks. Did you miss me? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave it. We're going to leave it right there. That's going to be the stream. There's reasons for it. I think that, I actually think that I think we were just going to keep getting better at the game. And so the next time you see us play, which will be sometime next week, we'll have put in more hours in this game, and you'll see like a much more advancement, a little bit better gameplay from me, because the more I play it, the more I learn what I'm really supposed to be doing, and then you see a tighter game. So this stream, you basically saw a much tighter experience, much more, probably much more enjoyable than the last time. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I wanted to do. I felt like I wanted to give this game a better effort, and it's exactly what we did. I mean, it's like I called my shot, and it just exactly what I said was going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Van Pebble. I would like to take this time to just thank you for watching. The game was Blueprints. The name was Van Pebble. And Van Pebble is on social media, and I would like to share that with you real quick. Van Pebble is on X, which is Twitter, and his name is Van Pebble. His name is Van Pebble on there. It's one of the places where I could get my name on there. It's not, thankfully, not a popular name. People want to steal. And then Van Pebble is also on YouTube. We got to get more subscribers, but we take, we take our games that we put up there. We take our games that we put up there, and we take our games and we put them up there. I don't know. We take our games that we get from Twitch, is really what we're trying to say, and we put them on YouTube. And that's basically the key to what we do right now. Is a lot of it has to do with Twitch. Eventually the goal is to just stream like YouTube stuff. Like we could, gaming on YouTube, it seems like it's not like the most popular thing to do, but we might do that. But in the meantime, we have a nice home for our videos. YouTube, Van Pebble on YouTube. Subscribe, and if you watch the videos, like them, subscribe. It's that little interacting within the YouTube website that I guess they like to see that, and it helps me. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, finally, the final frontier. The last thing that I want to say is thank you. And if for some reason you want to thank me, you want to give me an actual gift, kind of like a, hey, I recognize you. I want to show you that I do recognize you. I want to show you that I do watch your stuff. I want to give back to you, Van Pebble. Well, you're blowing me away. If that's the case, then this is where I would take you. Go to PayPal and type in @ThomasPaulVino. That's who you send it to. That is my actual name. You can send me money and tell me what you like. Say, I like this, I like that, and I'll buy more games that you like. That's what I do with that money. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this week. We may stream again, we may not. We streamed a little bit. This week we did about four good streams. The goal is to stream a good 8 times a week. The goal is I stream about 7-8 times, and then when I go work, you guys have the weekend to watch a week's full of streams. But, life catches up, strategy happens. You wake up in the morning and you go, I just want to do this, or I got to do this, or I really got to do this, or I'd rather just drink. That happened to me one day where I'm like, I just want to spend a day just drinking soju and just eating sushi. And that's what I did. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is we will always have streams up for you. And God bless you, and God bless America. Jesus, God bless Jesus, and bless everybody. And thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. And let's just let the music play us out. You know how it goes. You learn the lesson. listen, that game, that is a good game. That's a really fun game. Blueprints, very cool game. They're not, you know, I'm not being paid to play it or anything. I do think it's a good game, and it's right up my wheelhouse. I love those puzzle games. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you. And we will definitely see you. If I don't see you again today, we'll try to sneak a little stream in there. For sure, you will see me next week. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. We'll talk to you next time. And we might have a card opening next week as well. It's very possible. Peace out. Thank you.